really should be in a bed. I should not be moving at this speed. No. Yeah. I hope you are well. This time of year just brings laziness to the spirit, doesn't it? Yeah, that's what I want to do. Just curl up and sleep. I know that I cannot curl up and sleep, but it's certainly tempting. Anyhow. To greet you this morning and to remind you of some of the most important things to know when you are an ascender, when you are somebody who wants to elevate and grow up. Competence is something that takes time to develop. Alan, good morning. It takes time to develop confidence. It often requires evidence to develop competence, especially to validate it in your own head. Yesterday, I went to Toastmasters. A sister friend of mine had returned to the club and she was telling me, "Ooh, girl, you are all over the place now, doing all the things." And I just went home thinking, actually, yes, I do. But that's because I have been performing these roles, I've been doing these things for quite a while now, that I feel comfortable and confident doing it. When I am doing Toastmasters now, I don't even need to think. It becomes second nature to me. Since 2022, for 4 years. 4 years I have been on this Toastmasters journey. And in those 4 years, the number of meetings I've missed are very few and far in between. Oh, you are in GH? Oh, no. Who has the best team? Well, I don't know. Some of us play internationally, others play local games. So yeah, AFCON is a local thing. You can tell where my loyalties lie. So those of you at AFCON making noise, me, it's just AFCON. Those of us who want to play Bamba with the big boys, is going to the World Cup. So I'm sorry. You cannot compare a local team to an international one. Can you? A few minutes later. If you are any other nationality, please don't join this conversation because it will be catastrophic for you. I've just told you my view. One country plays internationally, the other one plays locally. Some of us are off to go and bamba with the big boys at the World Cup. So no, we don't have time to come. We don't have time for AFCON. Oh, I just died. Yeah, a few minutes later, I'm expecting Ulayemi, Opayemi, and a few of these Yemi guys to come and eat my eyeballs this morning. But me, I doesn't care. I want me some hot blood. So yes, and when it happens, Emmanuel Alan or Alan Emmanuel, it is your fault. You started this, so we will finish it. Me, I was sitting minding my business. Mika, good morning. I was sitting minding my business. I was not throwing shades. But if you are going to come with shades, we are going to throw them. Oh, we go through them. Now. Anyway, as I was explaining before, Alan brought his wahala to my table. When you want to ascend, when you want to move forward, it comes with brave decisions. For somebody who has been struggling with making the right decision for a long time, Nigeria, have you won the AFCON? You haven't won the AFCON. And then you and I have no conversation, my dear. You haven't won AFCON. If we go to World Cup and we don't progress from stage, we have still made it to the World Cup. Getting to the World Cup is what matters. As we can see, there are some countries that never made it. They didn't even make it into the group stage. So, boy, let's not start. Let's not start. See, me and my madness, we always in Atino. I can find my madness for my corner. It is you people who go bring up. You bring up, we go do them. You hear me? Nah. The qualification to the World Cup is distinguishing in itself. Because clearly, not all states were able to make it. Not everybody could make it. It's for the special few. Even if we are the worst performing team in the group stages, we were there some. I finish. Hey, let me stop this one. Dear Nigerians, you know I love you. It is all Alan Emmanuel's fault. This morning he has started all the wahala. Yeah, I'm sitting here. I was never going to rub salt in anybody's wound. But if you are going to bring it, we are going to hiss. This is the first time. How are you doing? Good to see all of you. Yeah. I have really struggled with making the right choice for so long. And for so long, what was the right choice for me was what was more pleasant for everyone else around me. And I've discovered that doing what is comfortable for everybody else around me does not necessarily equate to getting me where I need to be. And that always leaves me short. I am shortchanged in the ascendancy journey. I'm shortchanged in actualization. So I have realized that finally comes a time where you really need to pay premium to you and what your honest, sincere you wants to do. There is a you inside. That you actually knows what it wants to do. It knows what it prefers. The problem with that you is that it does not conform to social norms. Instinctively, it knows what to do. It knows exactly what should be done. And it tells you, then the socialization that you have undergone will kick in and try and rein back this you. The funny thing is, when you rein this you back, you become dissatisfied. When you rein this you back, you have dimmed yourself somewhat, and you know it. And so that plays on your mind. And that's why you become dissatisfied. You know that you could be more and you are not. And that feeling sucks. It really sucks when you could be more but you haven't been. When you should be more and you haven't been. It comes with a lot of regret, and regret is a very bitter pill to take. Oh, ask me, I would know. I have been very clear of what the me who knows best deems fit to do. But I'm also clear that I am a family woman. I don't want to disrupt the children. I don't want to disrupt the husband. I want to make a fair contribution to the home. I don't want to relegate on. And that feeling has had me making many interesting choices over the last few years. And now, I've realized that if I really want peace of mind, if I want to silence this phantom in my head, if I want to quench the thirst for more, I've simply got to be more. And in order to be more, the only blueprint I have is this part of me, which already knows what should be done and has been screaming guidance for a long time. Do this, don't do this. It's been doing it for a long time. I've just been disregarding. I've just been disregarding. And because I have been disregarding, I have myself to blame. I have myself to blame for not seeing through, not following through. What is this driver doing? Olivia, good morning. I want to share these raw thoughts with some of you because I know some of you are in the same places. Arita, how you doing? You're in similar spaces as I do, because from the messages that I get in the inbox, I recognize many of you wanting to do better. Many of you, when you want to do better, it means you are not satisfied with what you're currently doing. And so you will delve into the reasons why we are currently not doing better. And one of the reasons why many of us are currently not doing as good as we think we should be doing is that we have diminished. We have not elevated to the reaches of where our inner self knows that we can get to. We settle. We do. And when we settle, it protests. Yeah, I've been living with a self, an aspirational self that has been protesting for years. And finally, I say to this self, okay, girl, I'm sorry. Girl, I'm so sorry. I think it is time for me. As you can tell, I'm very pensive because this conversation I'm having with you is my real-time conversation with self also. This is not a hypothetical thing that I have rehearsed, refined, and left, and I'm just spewing to you. I am feeling all these things in real time. I'm experiencing these things in real time. I'm processing the emotions of them as we go. And yeah, occasionally I need to stop and just allow my brain to wrap and to make realizations, and I am making them as we go along. Yeah. My promise to self is that this year I will not disregard it. This year I will listen to self. Wherever that ends me, it will end me. And that's one of the things that always gets me into the rut, wherever that ends me. Easlyn, how you doing? Wherever that ends me is where it ends me. I will live with that. However that pans out, well, that's how it pans out. I will learn to live with it. The worry about where that ends me is part of the reason why I have not lived in fidelity. I've always known what to do. I was explaining to somebody yesterday. The person says, so since when have you had conviction? Before I was a teenager. By the time I was a teenager, no, I was talking to my daughter. By the time I was a teenager, I knew exactly where my boundaries were. I knew what I could tolerate and what I couldn't tolerate. I knew those things with absolute clarity before I was her current age. For me, the one thing that actually muddled the water for me was getting married and having children. That muddled the water for me. You see, I like these people. I love these people. I don't want to inconvenience those people. And so I would rather inconvenience myself than to inconvenience those 3 people I love. Yeah. Especially the children. My husband is an adult, he can take it. But the children, they haven't asked me for certain decisions. I felt as a child, my inheritance was taken from me, and so I am not one to attempt to take inheritance from anybody. So I have not made some clinical decisions the way they should have. Then yesterday, my daughter says, well, ma'am, I've got good news for you. I'm like, okay, kid, what's the good news? She says, you don't have children anymore. My brother and I are adults. So you go live your best life. I'm looking at this kid thinking, oh my God, that's true. You said dad could take it and he's an adult. Yeah, well, we can take it because we are adults too now. Like, it's true. It's true. And so I officially free myself to dare dream and chase my dreams, to go pursue what is good for me, and to not pursue what is not in my best interest. I have to be realistic also. This is going to be a new journey for me. It's not something I've done a lot of in the last few years, so it will be retraining my mind, learning to trust my instincts, because I've not trusted my instincts for a while. I'm going to have to get here and make some mistakes and figure out what to do after those mistakes. Correct myself. Nadia, good morning. Victoria Sana, good morning. Make mistakes, figure myself out after those mistakes, and move on. Move on. Yeah. And I'm thinking this process will require a lot of grace from me, a lot of patience from me, but also to be insistent, not to retreat and surrender just because it's convenient. And that's what I want to give you. I'm going to print it somewhere. No retreat, no surrender, just because it's convenient. To engage in the very difficult conversations, in the very difficult decisions with fidelity, and then see how life becomes after that. So I'm going to love you. I'm going to leave you with that word, and I'm going to allow myself 5 minutes of a brood over that myself before I get into the hustle and bustle of the school day, which will distract and numb my brain. So I shall catch you either this evening or tomorrow. The Lord is my strength indeed. Noble bless. Thank you. God bless you. And I hope you find the same grace if you need it. I'll be back in touch during the day, I think. All right. Bye.